It's 4 o'clock.
Free and live. Hello friends, welcome to Meridean Overseas, and we have today Disha ma'am from Birmingham City University. She is the regional manager for South Asia and been helping us and all the students for the recruitment of the university and guiding all the students with their career perspectives, what course is better for you, why you should take BCU, and all those queries. Whatever you have, you can directly ask from Disha ma'am today. So welcome Disha to our show, and we are really thrilled to have you on our show.
Thank you so much, Amar, once again for this wonderful opportunity. It's always lovely to be connecting with you first and Meridian Overseas. And secondly, coming live on YouTube with you guys is absolutely exceptional because of the kind of views that we get. And of course, the student inquiries that I personally receive after these sessions is something that I really, appreciate you guys for. So thank you so much for having me on this.
Thank you so much. And I would also like to appreciate my team who have been constantly working in terms of UK recruitment, which has been very hectic in terms of offer letters and all those delays we are facing, just because there's huge demand for UK currently, and the offer letters are being delayed from most of the universities. So guys, just wait for the offer letters before you throw all the questions relating to offer letters and process being slow. So and we understand that it shouldn't be this way, but the amount of applications we are getting these days, it's beyond our control that we can provide you timely response and all these things. But yeah, today we will ask a couple of questions regarding Birmingham City University and UK with Disha ma'am, and also we'll be taking your live questions. So be ready with your questions, and before you put any questions, please listen properly so you get all the relevant answers beforehand. And if still you have queries, then you can ask us the questions. So Disha, welcome again. And the first question from our side is, why Birmingham City University?
Well, I think it is very, very simple, for a student when it comes to deciding on a university and then narrowing it down to BCU, because BCU is one of the finest universities in the UK. We hold the ranking of being top 7 across UK for employability. So if a student is looking for a career-led university wherein they can get support, not just in terms of high quality education, but in terms of a degree that leads them to a good job post completion of their program, then BCU is the right option for them, I think. Top 7 in UK for employability, as I said, is our ranking. We provide exceptional support to our students when it comes to part-time jobs or full-time jobs. We have a placement cell within the campus called Opportunity, which supports students, in terms of preparing a UK standard CV, showing them the available vacancies on campus, off campus, preparing their profiles, preparing them for the interviews, applying for these jobs on their behalf is the kind of support or hand-holding, I would say, that we provide to our international students. We have, very well curated programs, short-term programs, basically 1-year masters and 3-year bachelors, high quality education, a proper support, one-on-one tutor support that we provide to our students, the kind of connects that we have in the industry, and so much more. I think as a university, we have the exact, things that a student would require in terms of exposure, in terms of quality, in terms of having a good lifestyle for themselves in the UK, in terms of seeing what UK universities can offer them. I think BCU has that all. So I would really recommend somebody who's interested in UK, do look out at our website. You will find a variety of courses, good scholarships. Tuition fees is also very flexible in a lot of courses. So yes, these are some of the reasons I would say BCU is one of the best options for international students.
So guys, basically 3 ticks. So you'll get a job because university is helping you in preparing your career and advising you for your career. And also, I would like to add one thing that University of Birmingham City University, especially, they are not giving you a placement on one single day, which happens in Indian universities. Rather, they are helping you with throughout your course, throughout your journey. So anytime you can go to the career counseling cell. They'll help you with your CVs, interviews, and whatever the options are there to get a job. They'll help you in that. Also, you'll get a scholarship and you will get the quality education. That brings me to my second question, Disha. So, since everything seems so positive about BCU, what is the application process? And our students would like to know the real timing of offer letters and everything, so they have in mind that yes, delays are there, but how much delay is there, they should be aware, I think.
So when we talk about an offer letter turnaround, I wouldn't really say that there's a delay, because a normal turnaround of a international university is up to 4 to 5 weeks when it comes to releasing an offer, and that is something that we are also trying to live up to. It's around 4 to 5 weeks at the moment, and we are also trying to push in, for offers wherein students are absolutely ready with their fee structure. The entire application form has been submitted. All the documents are there. We are providing extra support to these students as well. In terms of understanding the application process, it's pretty simple. A student can do it directly, or they can reach out to one of our direct recruitment partners in India, like Meridian Overseas. It has to be an online application, a free of cost application process. Fill in your details, attach all of your documents. Your application will be received by the university, and you will have a student ID generated for yourself. Use that student ID to have an access to the student portal, where you can always track and tally where your application is in terms of an offer being released or some updated information requested from you. You'll have all of that coming onto the portal. And within 4 to 5 weeks, you will have an offer in hand, could be a conditional or unconditional, basis on whatever offer you receive. Please proceed with either meeting the conditions or paying your deposit and proceeding with the offer acceptance. And once that is done, a pre-CAS interview will be conducted by the international team. Once you clear the pre-CAS interview is when you apply for CAS. So this is a basic, very simple application process that we follow at BCU.
So I believe the first thing is to, when you apply for any course or any degree you want to pursue, make sure that you put all your details, including all the documents you require in order to get the admission. So to make sure that all the documents are in place, you can connect us, because we know that what all documents you require, especially you require your statement of purpose, which has to be in a certain way. Then you require letter of recommendations, which has to be in certain way. Because all these things will further delay your application, and you might miss the chance of getting to the university on time. So it's better that you connect with our expert counselors who can help you with that. So
Very.
Disha, how much importance does your agent partners play in terms of admission process?
I think, Amar, they are very, very important to not just to BCU, but to many other universities out there, because you guys are well trained. You're well aware of the university's entry criteria, what we require, if there are any changes in the application process, if there is any changes in terms of the payment of the fee structure, how to apply for CAS, how to prepare your documents, what is needed, what's not needed, and what are the timelines that a student is supposed to follow. I think you guys have the right update, the first hand update from the universities always. So agents play a very, very crucial role. And somebody like you who's so well trained, I would highly recommend students to reach out to Meridian Overseas, and you will have the right support that you require to get into BCU.
Thanks. That was so motivating. But before we go any further, we get a lot of questions from students all the time. So the whole purpose of this session is to make you aware about the questions which students have in mind before even contacting university in UK. So
Right.
you are the best possible person to answer all these questions. So I'll take a couple of questions from the live chat which we are having, and there are currently more than 100 students who are.
Wow, I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. So yeah, let's go ahead with those.
So first is Lakshay, applying to BCU a very simple process, but at the same time you have to be enough accurate while you upload the documents. Please connect. Okay, this is from our team. Sorry. So one of the student gave interview for BSc nursing, but is still waiting for offer letter. So again, it's related to offer letter. But Dhruvil, if you have given your interview, you will be getting offer letter if you have cleared it. So do not worry about the offer letter. Just make sure that you start planning for your cash letters and visa process, because there is no way that university going to hold your offer letter if you have passed it. Or is there something else which he should be worried about, Disha?
I don't think there's anything to be worried about. Like I said, there is a proper timeline that a university has to follow. We require certain time to assess documents, to assess an interview once it is conducted, and then get back to you with an update. And of course, with so many applications coming in, the team requires some time to process every single thing. So don't worry, Rubel, we will get back to you with the offer as soon as we can. Please feel free to drop me an email, and I'll be connected with you personally to give you more updates on that.
So next question is from Silky Sharma. So basically, what are the minimum percentage required for PG courses to enter into BCU? So she got 53. So I'm not sure if we can take her.
We can always look into which university you've completed your undergraduation from, because 55% is the minimum entry criteria for majority of our postgraduate courses. But there's certain leverage that we provide to five-star university pass outs from India. So if you are from one of the five-star universities, we can definitely look into your documents and advise if you can join us directly for a master's degree, or you will have to take a pathway via a pre-master's.
So basically, that depends on so many things. First, the university you have passed out from, there are a couple of high ranked universities in India, which if you have got 50 or more percentage, you will be accepted. But majority of the universities are 55%. Plus, there are other options of getting into the university with your pathway programs and things like that. And what about the IELTS waiver? Like, what marks in HSC 12th do you require for IELTS waiver?
So we do offer IELTS waiver to certain Indian boards like CBSE, ICSE, Maharashtra, Andhra, and Tamil Nadu State Board. A student must have achieved 65 or above in their 12th English from any of these five boards that I've just mentioned to be eligible for an IELTS waiver. Even a 0.5 less, which means the student will have to appear for an English proficiency examination for us. The best part is BCU offers its own English tests now, so students don't really have to go for an IELTS or a PT. They can just simply enroll for the BCU English test through our website. It's an online examination, very similar to the pattern of an IELTS test. You have to achieve a 6 no less than 5.5 to be eligible for majority of our courses.
Right. And can you also tell us what is the minimum entry requirement for UG courses? So there are students who wants to pursue business courses in bachelor's. So what is the minimum percentage in 12th class you require?
So students should have achieved a 60% or above to be eligible for our undergraduate courses. Again, there are certain exceptions wherein students with a little lesser score is also acceptable if they are from a five-star university, like I said.
For bachelor's.
Okay, then it's 60% and above, right?
Yeah, okay. So, and see, again, we are getting the similar questions. So if you have got 70 marks or more from any of the board, other than Haryana and Punjab, you will be accepted without IELTS, right?
No, that's not the thing. Like I said, it's only these five boards: the CBSE, ICSE, Maharashtra, Andhra, and Tamil Nadu State Board, wherein we are considering students for an IELTS waiver with 65 or above in their 12th English. No other boards are currently acceptable for an IELTS waiver. Even if you have a 90 or a 95, you will have to appear for an English proficiency examination.
Right. So just the five boards, guys.
Yes, just those five boards.
So if you are from Jammu and Kashmir, Pooja, you need to write IELTS. Or is there any other possible way other than IELTS? Like, do you accept any other exams?
We do accept PTE, TOEFL, BCU's own English test, whatever the student is comfortable with. The details can be found on the university website in terms of the acceptance scores. You can have a look at that and then start preparing yourselves.
So if you are not from these five boards, you can write BCU's own test, which will be easier and quicker than the other exams which you have to write. So I've been. And can you also explain about the scholarships which you are offering?
The scholarships that we offer are purely merit-based, ranging between 1,000 to 2,000 pounds. So it's depending on the student's scores completely. These are direct scholarships. The student does not have to apply for a scholarship or request for one. Once the application has been assessed, the scholarship amount reflects on the unconditional offer letter for the student directly.
Right. So Shrutika, it depends on your academic documents. So send us your academic documents and our team will assist and will inform you about the scholarships which you will be getting. And what is the minimum IELTS requirement for UG and PG?
Majority of our courses, we require a 6, no less than 5.5. However, there are certain courses like teaching or into literature, wherein the requirement is 6.5, no less than 6. But yes, for majority, it's 6, no less than 5.5.
So we got another question from Silky again. Silky, you have scored really good grades in your IELTS. So please contact our team. We'll definitely help you with your application. You only have 53% in your bachelor's, but that's fine as long as you have really good IELTS. We can still ask university to consider. It depends on the tutors or the academic heads of a particular department. So if you are good in other things also, such as communication, they might consider it. So it's better you speak to our counselors and they'll be able to help you. And then uh, rest is so majority of the questions are regarding TOEFL score, PTE score. All these requirements you can go to website and check because all exams have a certain criteria. And one major question: do you accept Duolingo?
Unfortunately, Duolingo is not acceptable for a direct entry. So even if a student has written a Duolingo, they will have to appear for another English examination if they are not eligible for a waiver.
Right. So, guys, Duolingo is not accepted at least in 97% of UK universities. If some are accepting, that's a different thing. But the majority of the universities are not accepting Duolingo anymore. It was accepted during the COVID times, but not anymore. And so, do you have courses regarding filmmaking, photography, and all those?
Oh, yes, we do have those courses at bachelor's as well as master's level, and we are extremely popular for these courses. Majorly because we have the biggest green room across UK inside our campus, and we are full-time partnered with BBC, the biggest television network provider. We have also hosted some of the major Hollywood movies. They have been shot inside our campus, so we provide a very, very strong support out there and amazing opportunities for students looking for such kind of courses.
Perfect. Also, I would like to ask about the postgraduate certificate in education. Do you provide that as well? Like,
Yes, absolutely. We do have that as well to offer.
so Kaustubh Kane, congratulations. You can apply for this course because university is definitely providing that course. And I'll take further questions. But before that, I just want to understand. You said the university is career-led university, right? So how does it help students in getting part-time jobs? Are there any ways in which university prompt promote part-time jobs, or they would rather ask students to focus on their studies only?
So it's up to the student completely if they're looking for a part time or they just simply want to focus on their academics, purely their academics. We would never say that a student should not be working part time because, first, part time actually gives you a lot of support in terms of managing your expenditure out there, as well as gaining certain experience while you're studying of the work culture in the UK. So you can be working part time within the campus, off the campus. Like I said, jobs with us, we have one simple process, which is the placement cell. So student has to reach out to the placement cell for maybe a part-time or a full-time. Tell them what you're looking for. They'll build your CV. They'll show you the vacancies where you are a good match. You could be working as a student ambassador. You could be working as a student support officer. You could be working, supporting your academics, being an assistant professor and stuff. So these are the kind of jobs wherein we support students and they earn a handsome wage to, if not manage completely, but to support their living expenses at least.
Right. So, guys, you see, placement cell is a place where you go to the people. They are the people who have networks around the other companies and will help you in preparing your interviews, CVs, and getting you the right job which suits you and the company. So, this is throughout the year. That's the best part I like about UK education. So it's not just a one day campaign for 100% placement. Rather, it's a constant effort to get you the actual job. And if you don't like it, you can come back to them. You can apply for other jobs as well. So this is really
Just to add on to that, Amar, we at BCU, we are not just providing this job support to students who are on the campus. We are in touch with our students who have passed out with from us for 3 more years, even after completion of their degree, just to help them with better jobs, progression into their careers. So we are always there for even for our alumni.
right. So we have got another question from Kostub Kane, and he's saying, "Can I get PSW after completing postgraduate certificate in education?" Kostub, so I'll clarify on this that PSW is guaranteed for those who have completed a course of which is more than 1 year. So it doesn't matter if you have done diploma or a degree or any other course. If your course is masters and diploma and more than 1 year, you will get PSW. So in your question especially, after PGCE, you will get the PSW. But if your course is for diploma and for UG level, then you will not get the PSW. Because in UG case, it has to be a degree. So it has to be an undergraduate degree to be eligible for PSW. And also before you go from UK, you should be aware, and all those students who are in UK, you should be aware that before your student visa expires, you have to apply for PSW. Once it's expired, you cannot further apply for PSW. So these are the questions which I always get from students.
Of course.
So how many classes are there per week, which is again a usual question from students.
Well, to this, I would say that it totally depends on your academics. They design your timetable, they design your schedule, and it's up to them completely. It could be 3 days a week, it could be 4 days a week. It totally depends on your tutors. I think students will still have, even if it's like 5 days a week, you will still have enough time to have a balanced life for yourself, explore the country, explore the city that you're in. Also, take out some time to do a part time job if you're planning to, because it's 20 hours per week. So you would have enough time. So don't be worried about what is the duration, how much would I have to study, how much time would I have to spend with my friends. You would have enough of it and you would love it out there.
So Gurpreet, again, if I clarify you a bit more, it's basically 4 modules, which is 4 subjects, and every subject will be 1 hour lecture and 2 hour seminar. So 3 hours for one subject, which means 4 into 3 is 12 hours of teaching. But teaching is not enough. You have to spend a lot of time in your library, research, because this education is completely different from Indian education.
Very true.
And if you think that Indian education is easy or hard and UK education is easy, that's not true. UK education requires a lot of research. I've been telling you all the time, don't go in UK with the thought that this is going to be so easy and I'm going to just pass, because it will require a lot of research, a lot of times in library, a lot of work to do your assignments, because they are not going to ask you to memorize all the things. They're going to ask you to actually research into it and come with your creative thoughts and become good at research and do something great in life. That's the motive of UK universities. It's not just about passing the exams. If you would
Very
like to add
true.
on, Disha.
Very true, but not just not to scare the students about that. And I think you would still have, after all that research, after all that learning, you will have 80% practical learning and just 20% theory. So you will have a lot of time, a lot of easy ways out as well to learn and understand things once you start studying there. It's a very different kind of teaching pattern and teaching methodologies that UK universities usually have, especially the modern universities. So you would experience all of that once you're there on the campus.
Right. And Saroj is asking, I am having a couple of years gap in my education. So Saroj, that depends completely on your CV. So please get in touch with our team and we'll be able to help you whether you are eligible for admission or not. And Gurpreet is same for all the courses, which I've just explained, 4 modules, and it's for all the courses. It doesn't matter you going for UG, PG, because you have to, at the end of the year, you have to pass your 8 modules or some credit scores. So it depends on your course. You can go to the website and check all the modules. All information is there on website. So starting from who will be teaching you, what you will be studying, how you will be studying, what university is expecting, what you have to do, all those details are there on BCU website. It's very, this is the thing that UK universities actually put efforts to help you in all the possible ways. So even if you require minor to minor detail, you will get it on website. That's how transparent universities are. So Disha,
And of course, it is so important for a student to review the website before deciding on a university, deciding on a program. You should be aware of what you're going for, why you're going for it, what are the reasons, what are, why this particular program, what are the modules that will be covered, how do these modules play a major role in your future prospects that you have for yourself. So you should be aware of all of that, and not just me or an agent like Amar today is, can provide you all of that information. It's up to you. You will have to spend some time on the website, do your own research, understand what you're getting yourself into, and then go ahead with it, of course.
and can you also explain, Disha, one of the students asking, can I apply in third year of my graduation? So third year of her UG degree, she wants to pursue or
Top
get
up.
admission in BCU. Yeah.
Right. So we do offer certain top-up degrees for a few specializations and a few programs that we have. It depends on which program you're looking for. Again, it depends on the modules. The most important thing is the modules that you've studied in your first and the second year. If they map well, which means if there is a good balance between the modules that we teach and the modules that you already have studied, then yes, we will be very happy to welcome you on board for the top-up. That is the third year entry. However, if the match is not perfect, or exactly what we are looking for, which means certain modules have not been covered in your first and second year in India, then in that situation, we might offer you a second year entry as well, depending, like I said, on your modules completely.
Right. And there's a student who is asking the job opportunities after PGCE. So after PGCE, you can apply for a teacher in primary schools, but that depends on a couple of more things. And yes, there are a lot of jobs for teachers in UK. Especially, you will be getting PSW, so you have 2 years to work anyways.
True. Very true.
And so MSG, this is just a myth. Nobody is stopping master's courses in UK anywhere in couple of years. But the fact which I have just got the information about is that since UK PG is 1 year and it is not recognized in government sector of India, it will be accepted after this year. So from next year, you will not face any issues with UK degrees as it's just for 1 year rather than being of 2 years. So in the recent trade deal, this has been approved.
Wow, that's an amazing news, I think then.
Yeah. And uh, do we provide May intake? That's a lot of students are asking for that.
VCU only has two intakes. The upcoming intake, which is September 2022, is a major intake. And then we have a minor intake or a PG focused intake only, which is a January intake. So we don't offer a May intake at the moment. So if you're interested in BCU, apply for September 2022.
So Gurcharan, I do not understand where you got the offer letter from for May intake from BCU. That might be a fake offer letter or something. So there is no May intake in BCU. And then we got questions regarding nursing. So would you like to say something about nursing courses?
Well, nursing is a very, very popular program with us. We offer bachelor's nursing at the moment, which is 3 years. And it's a pre registration nursing. So if you're really interested, we have nursing to offer in the upcoming September 22 intake as well as January 23. So the applications are open for both. Go ahead and apply now because we run out of seats very, very soon for nursing programs.
Yeah. So again, if you want to do nursing in UK, apply beforehand. Prepare for your interview because that's the most important part in terms of getting admissions into nursing.
True.
So I think these are the most of the questions. Rest we are getting the repeated questions. So whatever questions you have regarding BCU, just give us a call and our counselor will speak to you. Whatever marks you have, 45%, 50%, what are the way or which courses can you take, like pathways such as Disha has just informed us that if you have less marks you can also take admission in pathway courses. So we'll explain you about all those things. And Disha, it has been really amazing to see you on this show once again, and being working with BCU for such a long time now. I really appreciate. My whole team was excited about this live show and they were like, Disha ma'am is coming, so it has to be a great show.
Well, so was I, Amar. Like I said, thank you so much for having me once again, and I look forward to doing many more such YouTube live with you and your team. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and the kind of reach that you have through YouTube with the kind of students inquiries that I personally get is something absolutely amazing. So congratulations on that, and thank you for all your support towards BCU always.
Thank you. My YouTube family has just become 100,000 plus, and we have recently got a silver button. So thank you all
Congratulations.
the subscribers. Thank you for giving me so much love, and thank you for constantly trusting us and believing in us and helping us to grow together. And I'll always be sharing a lot of information regarding overseas education, which is relevant and which is useful for you. So thank you so much. Thank you, Disha, for coming and joining us once again.
Thank you so much, Amar. Thank you. And thank you, everybody who was there today. In case you have any further questions, reach out to Meridian Overseas. You can also get in touch with me directly in case you have, you require updates on your offers or anything else. So thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.